Let's move. World ain't saving itself.
Nice. I was actually thinking about something a little more your size.
So you were a G.I. Joe fan as a kid. How did that affect how you portrayed the character?
Good question. I think the way it affected was just making sure, because of my love for G.I. Joe, making sure that there was great honor and homage paid to not only the character of Roadblock, but to the other characters as well. And then also, I think the bigger idea would be make sure that we're paying homage to the mythology of G.I. Joe. They took a crack at it, and G.I. Joe won and did pretty well. There was still room to get better. And we had this second shot to really pay homage.
In a recent interview that I saw, you said that Bruce Willis helped you when you were first starting out in your career. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about that.
He did, sure, I'd love to. I mean, I'm always happy to tell this story, especially talk about some good that people do. And in this case, I broke into Hollywood 13 years ago with The Mummy Returns, playing a character called the Scorpion King. And he, at that time, I had met him in Hawaii. We had dinner. He was shooting a movie called Tears of the Sun with Antoine Fuqua, and I visited him on set, and we went to dinner that night. And he was so supportive, and I'll never, ever forget that. And it probably meant more to me than it did to him, but I'll always remember that, him being so supportive and talking about the transition that I was going through at that time, and him recognizing it's a gutsy thing you're doing, because you're leaving something where you're on top. Like, you're on top in the wrestling business, you're on top, and you're quietly walking away and retiring and coming into Hollywood, where the chances are you're going to fail, just the way it is. So I admire what you're doing, but I believe in you, and I believe you can do it. It's very, very supportive, and I appreciated that. So now, as I got a little older and more experience in Hollywood, I can appreciate that support so much more. So now, here we are on G.I. Joe, and we're making this big movie together, and I just always appreciated that about him. And if I ever come across, and I do, other actors who are trying to make that transition, I'll remember that, and I'm always supportive.
Yeah, and you didn't actually get as much screen time with Bruce as I would have thought, so do you wish you got more?
Well, see, it's all in the strategy.
Yeah.
So next time around,
yes, I like that.
we will be satisfying many, including yourself, including me, by the way, too. I agree with you. I agree. And that was one of the things we were battling back and forth with myself. It wasn't a fight. It was, God, I want more. Yeah. We all want more. Like me and Bruce, everybody was like, God, we want more. But be patient.
There was this one scene that I read, it was shot under really harsh conditions, and you were wearing all that heavy armor in the desert. How heavy is that armor?
Well, my vest was 35 pounds, so that was heavy, and that was just the vest. And then I had full fatigues and the boots and everything else we had. And it was very hot. We were shooting in the summer in the desert. It was probably maybe 105, 110 or something like. If you talk to our director, he says 130. Yeah. That's the way those directors are, by the way. But it was very, very hot.
Yeah.
Harsh conditions, yes. Yeah. But I got to be honest with you, it was harsh conditions when he yelled action, but we're making a movie, so the moment he's like, cut, then, the actors go under their umbrella and they drink their water.
Exactly.
Don't let those actors complain to you about that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the fight sequences were really intense.
Yeah.
What was the most difficult stunt scene that you had to do?
I would say there was this really long boat chase sequence that wound up getting trimmed down a little bit, but it was on the Pontchartrain there in Louisiana, and the waters were rough. And so for me, the hand-to-hand combat stuff I love, and we executed that great. It was badass. Me, motion on the boat, not good. Not good. So it's hard to try and be cool and focused and, badass and give your looks when you're feeling nauseous. You're like, oh my God. And you don't want to complain, by the way, too.
Yeah.
It's like, my tummy.
Did you get sick?
I did not. No. I held it in like a warrior. I held it in. I was crying on the inside.
That's so cool. When you got a bit of downtime on the set, like you visited all these beautiful places, what did you do? Did you play video games like you and Channing, like you did in the film?
No, I kind of just, it's funny because there really is no downtime.
Yeah.
Downtime, maybe they come in increments of a few hours here, a few hours there. When they do, then I just like to chill or get on the phone or, you know, that's what we do, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like you have downtime, any downtime, you pick up your phone and you're like, who can I text? What can I do? What game can I play here?
Well, in our downtime today, I asked the office what I should ask you, and they said you should show me how to do the eyebrow thing.
Ah, okay. Smart office. Yes. Okay. Are you how are your eyebrows? Flexibility with the eyebrows, are they pretty good?
Terrible.
Terrible. Well, we're going to give it a shot. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Do a little bit. Kind of. It's good. What I can appreciate is as you move your eyebrows, you're also moving your lips at the same time. That's good. You did good. Tell your office you did very good.
We're all that's left. Let's get to work. World ain't saving itself. You went rogue. I wasn't gonna bury any more Jones. Something else is going on here. Get out of there now.